Today in America, democracy is in peril. Powerful forces are at work, jeopardizing the constitutional rights that protect democratic values. And its target is so vital to democracy, it is inscribed in the First Amendment of the Constitution. A free press. The nation's founders took great efforts to ensure a diverse and independent media. They believed that regulation was essential to encourage a robust public discourse, and created government subsidies for the printing and mailing of newspapers.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
Laws were crafted to ensure that the airwaves, though operated by the media, are owned by the public.
When radio broadcasting began, the first 5, 6, 7 years was much like the internet in the early 90s. It was a lot of local broadcasters, churches, civic groups, especially schools and colleges and universities. And what happened was by the late 1920s, finally it clicked, and NBC and CBS were formed. They realized that you put together national networks of stations, and you sold advertising, you can make a lot of money with this thing called broadcasting.
The current threat to our free flow of information is sleek, sexy, and seemingly innocuous. It lurks in corporate boardrooms and uses the latest technology in the relentless pursuit of profit.
So in the end, what we have is a media system that's set up basically to serve the owners of these companies and their advertisers. And it does that very well. But it does a very poor job of serving the general public, because the public doesn't even factor into the equation except how they can be exploited to make money off of.
The majority of our media is, based upon, they're for profit. And their primary concern, like any corporation, is on making money. And they're not necessarily, their goal isn't necessarily strengthening our democracy or our republic.
Journalism is about the marketplace of ideas. It's not necessarily about the financial or the profit-making marketplace. And when it comes to decisions based upon the marketplace as opposed to the marketplace of ideas, you get a collision of values. And I think that the journalists are feeling that very keenly.
It offers endless coverage of celebrity and tabloid culture, while crucial issues are left silent. It uses its vast media holdings to support other corporate ventures and eliminate competition. It distorts and limits free and open political discourse. And it is no conspiracy. It is the result of a corporate media system that values profits over the public interest.
You don't have to spend more than a week or a month in mainstream media before you realize that management is pushing you to cover celebrity and crime. The drunken exuberance for covering celebrity and crime is only matched by the timidity in covering those in economic or political power. The crisis of journalism is deep, and it's because General Electric owns NBC, CNBC, half of MSNBC. They even own the History Channel with Disney. In a democratic society, General Electric would not have that power over words and information that get out to the public.
Today, the number of media outlets has shrunk from paltry to pathetic, as a handful of corporate giants have set out to grab as much of the media pie as they can. Time Warner, Viacom, Disney, News Corporation, Clear Channel, Sony, and General Electric are leveraging and merging their way into colossal entities.
Very powerful lobbies have gotten together behind closed doors and carved up a cake called the United States, getting all these monopoly licenses for cable, for television, for radio. The American people had no idea what was going on.
The public rarely learns about deals that give away vast public resources and slice the American media landscape into private corporate kingdoms.
But they're supposed to be used for the public interest, and we're seeing less and less concern by broadcasters about the public interest, and more it's all about the bottom line.